Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Podcouch. Are we wearing the same clothes from the last round? No, right?
Maybe you.
Represent!
If I wear the same clothes, it's not
You don't have
out of
enough
ordinary. I only have certain.
Yeah, please give us more money.
So that they can get more clothes.
Even if I don't have money, I still buy the same clothes.
Yeah. John buys the same color of clothes every time.
Ew, I'm matching you.
Why is that you?
How do we find inspiration?
I watch more videos.
I think John watches a lot of like
Dramas, videos, movies.
I think at one point you watch a lot of Japanese advertisements. Right?
Yeah.
Like why Japanese advertisements?
Because I'm more interested in their style of doing advertisement. So it was what I was trying to study. So it's sort of like trying to pick up what they do. Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't like as quirky as everybody think it was actually. Sorry for our saliva.
Not all Japanese advertisements are as quirky as you think it is. I think over the years things have mellowed down a bit more. The ones that are constantly quirky is always the Thai ads. Thai ads are
Thai
constantly
ads are
quirky.
very quirky. We've done videos for a particular brand, and the style of videos that we always do is very like there is a particular style that they're going for. But when the Thai side did their video, it was extra quirky. And when we asked the brand, it's like, hey, actually, like, why? They said, oh, this is because their audience react better to this kind of quirky styles. So I feel that in terms of like how I mean, talking about advertisements, different markets react to things differently. So inspiration comes solely depending on the market or the audience that you want to reach lah.
This assuming the question you say, how do you find inspiration for doing or commercial work lah?
Yeah, commercial
Advertisement
work
or
lah. Yeah.
But let's say put in general, maybe short films, right? I think how we get inspiration also sometimes when me and Benji travels to different countries, when we walk in different places, we look at different sceneries. Usually we somehow like the thought of actually maybe doing a short film here might occur. So for example, we like maybe walking in like
Riverside
and Seoul, and you see a lot of buskers.
Yeah.
That would sort of like inspire us to do something also, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it's really depending on how you find inspiration, what you like to do. Usually it starts from something that you like to do lah, I guess.
For me, is when I watch videos or I listen to certain types of music, then I get. So they always say I got this short, like what you call that, short film playlist, right, Chachi? Yeah. Back then when I used to play it, was like, oh man.
Benji's writing something.
Yeah, Benji's writing something
I
emo.
think we all have our own short film
Playlist.
I would
Nope.
say. No, I'm.
John has generic
Mine is
playlists.
generic playlist.
Some
Emo indie.
Chachi has emo indie.
Mine's generic playlist.
Yeah. So that's how we get inspiration. I really feel that sometimes we have a very good idea going, but we kind of made it very complicated because we feel that
I think our biggest weakness is discipline.
yeah.
I agree.
Our biggest weakness is, especially for our passion projects, our
Yeah.
biggest weakness is discipline thing. Because a lot of us, we fall into this trap where like when we got the idea already, we shoot it, then we realize, oh, it's not as great as we thought it would be, and then we end up not showing the content at all. So I think that's the killer part.
I think there was one year that we churned out a lot of short films. It's because also the fact that we were quite disciplined lah.
Yeah.
We had a goal, we had a target to reach, so that's why we were churning out every month, right?
No, every 2 months.
Every 2 months once.
Every 2 months once.
But we had a bunch of talented people who helped us kind of churn out. Not to say churn out, but they kind of help us and assist us in different
Same way
ways.
as how Bernie is helping us churn out this content.
Yeah.
So
So
you
that's
need talented people to do this with you.
correct. Because I feel that it's very difficult to do it on your own. If you are one person, then
But it's not possible.
Not
It just
possible.
takes very strong determination
Correct.
and discipline. In a more practical terms, how to turn it into an idea, I guess you need to look at the feasibility of your idea. Same thing as how we do Filmmaking 101 is that you need to break down your script. What are the elements that will be involved in creating this particular project? So you need to make sure that you have the resources that you need to do this, whether you need the budget or whether you need the people, you need the talents to be in your video, or you need the location. So it's making sure that you have all of this settled so that you can actually create what you need to create. For example, let's say like what me and Benji, like we had the idea want to shoot something in Seoul because like, oh man, we want to shoot like a busker story in the river of Seoul. Then realized that, oh, we don't have money to fly back to Seoul to shoot a video.
Then another thing is that like,
so things like this is like, for example, these are the ideas that we still have in our pockets that we really want to shoot because it involves overseas locations and everything like that. But is this something that we haven't got down to it yet because we're either still saving money for it or we just don't have the opportunity yet.
And also people.
Yes, because when you're dealing with people of a different language, different nationality, we are stuck with the people we know. We don't have, unless you have money to hire actors, professional actors, we are kind of stuck with that.
Yeah. Unless I think that there's a lot of variables to getting it done.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, for me, how to turn something a bare bone to an idea, that means to add meat to the idea, I think it's just really don't make it too complicated. Yeah, because that's what happened for just one day. We kind of like, when you do this kind of things,
I think it's a good try.
It was a good try, but it was halfway through we got a bit confused. Like then we're like, okay, this problem, okay, how do you plug this hole?
We learn some things, right? When you write it out, it's
makes sense.
It makes sense, but when you want to turn it visually, how do you tell that this happened?
Yeah,
it's actually a lot harder than it seems because you need to take time, not just about how you're going to show it visually.
Yeah.
Then you realize when you reach there, how are we going to show this visually?
Correct. Because it's like you ask a question, like one of the questions.
Because writing it is easy. Just
writing
write
is easy.
They turn back time.
Oh no! It's like this, like basically saying these two characters are brothers and sisters.
How do we show their brothers?
How do we show their brothers and sisters? They were like, oh man. Then on the spot, I had to go like, okay, we have to get this guy to say like, oh, our parents made a decision.
Then the problem is you fall back onto exposition writing.
Just explaining.
Just to explain what's happening.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of practice.
How to not produce a generic cliche story? Sorry, bro, this is you.
Wow, how to not produce?
This is Bern's question, always question to you.
Yeah.
So
how to not?
You always say it. Can you not be so generic?
Yeah, but I would say that when you say that, that's where it causes you to think a bit more.
But to be honest, I feel the majority of things has roughly been done before, unless you you really innovate and say that like. I think most important thing is for every filmmaker, I think sometimes we forget is that it's just that because you want to tell this story.
Yeah.
Whether this story has been told before 1,001 times does not really matter.
Correct.
So I feel as long as this is something that you wanna embark on, I think because for example maybe you're passionate about suicide, you're passionate about depression, or you're passionate about maybe even more like other more social problems, or let's say the plastic problem in Malaysia. I think I think as long as you have something that you want to revolve around your story, I think
that's more important actually.
That's more important, correct. Then ultimately it's how you add in the building blocks that will differ it from the other content that you have seen.
Correct.
So I always feel that it's not so that we are copying other people. It's more of like I'm taking inspiration from different people, and I'm sort of like mixing it all into something that is my own, or something that's maybe slightly different. Yeah, it's more of something like that.
Yeah, because like I realized, talking about Bern again, she got this one short film, one guy, one girl, sort of like a non-romance. Was it a non-romance thing? Or it's like it's not romance. It's more like the it's what they call the boundaries of like almost but not really kind of thing. But we are still good friends. So I feel that the kind of ideas that those are very interesting, because like those are the things that not a lot of people talk about. I think one of Jechi's things that she wrote as well, not a lot of people talk about. Try to explore, in the boundaries of that romance, or in boundaries of whatever. Find that topic lah. If you're gonna talk about suicide, but what aspect of suicide you want to talk about? I realize a lot of people think that people that going through depression is always sad. Yes, but sometimes they put up a very strong front. So maybe you can talk about, hey, the strong front that they're putting up, what's the value, why do they do that? Dig a little bit deeper rather than, just as is lah. But sometimes the most simplest story tells the most powerful story as well. So we did stories from the valley. That's where we we went the opposite direction. We just went like, you know what? People got story. We don't simply tell the story. We just let them tell the story. So, and that in that sense, it itself became like a very more powerful thing than us taking the story and remaking it lah. So you see, there's a different way to go about it. So you just need to sit down and just think about it lah.
I think of one more point.
Dealing with writer's block.
Oh man, I think everyone has prepared. I'm in this
Once again,
perpetual.
it falls into discipline.
Yeah, discipline. I'm in this perpetual writer's block. Like, it's not easy to.
What do you think, Jachi? You read more.
Chachi, come on.
不要啦 It's a very abstract thing lah. How am I supposed to explain
When
it?
you don't write, when you don't feel like writing.
When I don't write, yeah, it's actually a discipline.
My wife hasn't written anything in ages because she says that she's not sad enough.
Actually, that's pretty true. I don't disagree with that sentiment.
Because she says that she needs to be a certain mood before she
Yeah.
writes.
Actually, that's true.
Because I feel that when I'm the
Then
happiest,
which is problematic. So don't go and please go and make yourself sad so that you can just write.
go date someone, then break each other's hearts. So yeah, writer's block, just something that you can't. I think it's no answers to this. It's just having the discipline to overcome it. Only. Yeah. So I think that's a theme for the day. Is just having discipline. Yeah. So it's time for travel stories. So we went to this one particular place in China,
Changsha.
Changsha.
So first day was Tiananmen, the 99 steps.
I think
999.
we were prepared for the place.
99, right?
Yeah.
We were prepared for the place, but physically we weren't really prepared for the place.
Going up this 1,000 steps, right? Technically 999 steps.
Are you sure it's even 900?
Hey, we tried counting it.
I don't know.
I think it was more.
Oh,
Okay, so the idea is that if you don't want to go up the right, take the staircase, you can actually buy tickets for the elevator.
Yeah.
But turns out you can only buy the tickets for the elevator down
At the bottom.
At the bottom. So which means, let's say if you want to avoid taking the steps altogether, you need to buy the going up and going down
There
elevator
itself.
ticket there itself.
Yeah,
correct, right?
correct.
So what happened was we wanted to get to another side of the mountain. We end up using the escalator pass, and the escalator pass actually took us back
down.
down. No. The escalator pass took us.
Yeah, we went back down.
Yes, correct. So that's how we burn our one escalator pass.
Yeah.
Then we realized, shucks, we need to go back up.
Yeah.
So we went back up.
We took the escalator.
We walked up.
We walked up, right?
No, we took the escalator
We took
up.
the escalator
But we
up.
took the 999 steps
Then we
down.
took the 99 steps
No.
down.
Yes,
Yes.
I remember very clearly
No,
because
we
I
took
was
the 999 up.
No,
I'm very sure we
No,
took
no,
the
we
999
took
up.
one time up.
Yeah, we took one up.
We came out, we
then
came
we
down,
came down.
then we went back up the
up
escalator,
then we went down the stairs.
I'm quite sure that we walked one
No.
up and
I
one down.
remember.
No, I remember
I
clearly.
I asked the
I
person.
remember when we shot everything already, we were like, oh, okay, it's the same thing. Just like, couldn't fly drones because it was like a.
No fly zone.
Then the moment came, the moment of truth came.
We realized that we had to walk
We
back
had
down.
to walk back down. Then I've never seen Paul died like
But that wasn't what killed Paul though. It was Zhang Zhe the next day.
correct.
No. That day killed him.
No,
I know it killed him, but what really killed him was when we had to walk back Zhang Zhe. That
Yeah.
really killed him.
because there was a
Yeah.
second.
That one was to the point, right? He needed help coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
Because so heavy and he's very big. He's very top heavy. It's like a beast. That was a pretty interesting experience.
No, where did we talk about Zhang Zhe?
No man.
So basically, this Zhang Zhe mountain, Avatar mountain, requires us to
Take bus.
line up for cable car tickets, which we could not get. Then we have to line up for to get the bus. Then after that, from bus, then we have to line up for the elevator. So it took up like more than half the day gone for lining up.
Just to get to one spot.
Yeah. Then we realized because we want to head towards like a gorge area, because we realized on the map, we thought that maybe we could do a circle. We could, from the point of origin, maybe when we reach the gorge, maybe we could like circle back into the point
Yeah.
of origin, and then let's be done for that, because it's impossible to cover the whole mountain within a day.
Yeah.
It's generally impossible,
Yeah.
because even the pass they sell you is for 3 days, is it actually?
Yeah,
It's a 3 days pass.
thing.
It's a 3 day
So
pass.
it means that people generally
Stay on.
Yeah, stay
Yeah.
on for 3 days.
So when we reached the gorge, then we realized, oh shucks,
It was another part of the park.
it was another part of the park, and we
Need to
realized
take more
you
cable
can't
car.
connect back to the original part, the original point of origin
Yeah.
where our driver was.
Yeah. So we have to
So
backtrack.
we had to backtrack. So the journey to that point of origin to where we were was about 2 to 3
More
hours.
than that.
More than that. 2
Because
to
you
3 hours.
have to include waiting time.
Okay, so basically we didn't know. Basically the idea we didn't know, so we had to walk all the way back to our point of origin. So we had to travel back like another 4 hours. So yeah. So what's the mashed potato story?
Oh man, you want to know the mashed potato story?
Wait, are we talking about communication? Is this the mashed potato?
No, okay, we'll talk about
Was
it.
it supposed to be like a learning point in our travel story? It's supposed to be for fun. You know?
No, there is a learning point. Learn Mandarin. Jay.
No, you learn Mandarin
So,
also.
so
in
I
the
feel very
summer.
bad because I studied Mandarin, but I just passed on the entire responsibility to Chachi and Paul, who cannot read Mandarin but can speak Mandarin. So
Bessie, John
I
can't
can,
even
I
read
can't,
Mandarin.
I can't really speak too. Most like Paul is the one.
yeah, so that we end up in KFC and they were trying to order mashed potato, so they keep telling mashed potato, mashed potato, that one, that one. Like that, it's such a vulgar sign. You know? Then the lady was like, don't put it down.
I say what? Sui fan su.
Sui fan su. Then like, huh? Don't know what I'm talking about. So I went over to the. I was wondering what's taking them so long. So I went over to the sign there, right? That was like, I think on our 4th trip already. That was like a good 2 months or 3 months in.
What's it called again?
Huh?
What's it called again?
Something to ni or tu ni or something like that.
Ah.
So I read it out in Mandarin, Jing tu ni or something like that. Then she said, oh. Then both of them looked at me like, you can read Mandarin all this while. I said, yeah. Why didn't you ask me? So that was the entire thing. Even like Chachi one time we said, hey, can we go ask the receptionist? Is there McDonald's around here? She don't know McDonald's, ma. You go McDonald's. Then the person like, oh, I don't know. Put it down. Then she went, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So the lady was laughing, actually wondering why she's singing that.
Because it's McDonald's.
Yeah. By the
Well,
way,
whoever did the jingle, well done.
yeah, it's
Jackie
called.
only remember McDonald's.
Yeah, it's McDonald's in China is called 麦当劳. So I said, oh, you 麦当劳吗? Oh, yeah, 知道，你是不是有啊?
I really a lot of Chinese people like to speak to me, but then I don't.
Yeah, they speak to John, but nobody. He looks so Chinese.
Yeah.
They go like,
People thought I was Indian.
yeah. They thought when Chachi thought that, what?
Especially when I'm flying drone, a lot of them like to talk to me.
Yeah.
And then no personal space, right?
Then John will do his very douchebag thing. Just look at them. But it's not being douchebag. It's just that you don't understand. The fella keep wow, 这是飞什么啊? Then he look at him.
Yeah, that's rough.
Then I just stand next to the then the fella start to talk to me. Oh, sorry, no Mandarin, only English. So yeah, that's our travel story. Moral of the story is learn from us. Yay! So thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, please comment down below. There's a hidden Mickey somewhere along this video. Find it and let us know where. You get a gold star. As John always says, keep guiding.
John didn't even say anything.
Can you be more enthusiastic, Chachi? with your
Hey, he didn't even say anything.
Okay, as John always says,
Keep guiding. Enough.